Okay, guys, especially to Don One down there. Who are you waving at?
Everybody?
Everybody. Well, I'm only speaking to Don One.
You didn't say that. I got the first bit.
You know, typical woman, my friend. Straight in. I think we'll get Swinger Sally down. At least she might sit there and say it now. Not something you're going to do, is it? God, she's all that. A bit lips better not be sealed. We're going on holiday. Lost my train of thought there. All excited. Right. You were excited, my friend. And this is to everybody. Little salute. So you can wave to everybody now. Mark asked about the DAX trade I took earlier on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flick it over and I'm going to show you exactly what it is I was looking at. So it might give you a little bit of a clue as to why I did it. Now, firstly, I had time against me because I was sitting waiting on Michael from Trade the Pool. I had a meeting with him at 10 o'clock and I came out of it and I've now got to piece that together. So that's what I'm doing this afternoon. But I still want to give you something. So here we are. All right. So I wasn't going to be in the trade long at all. So if I flick this onto here. Right. This is the chart that I was working on. I'll just take the fib out of there for a second. All of this is telling me it's going up. Right. It genuinely is for probably the day and the longer term. However, as I've told you before, there are trends within trends or opportunities with trends. Now, the safer trade was to let it come down, pick it up, and then go. However, as I said, I had time against me, so I was just going to trade into what would normally be an entry point. All right, so we'll get rid of these because that's irrelevant. But the Bollinger and this were very relevant. Okay, so at the time, what I was seeing was an opportunity that this was completely stretched. We know it can stay above there for a while, but it's also high probability of reversal and profit taking. And it was on the outside of the Bollinger, crashing into levels. So that was the first thing that was in my mind. Okay. Now, there are other factors that I was bringing up. When you see this, you can see there's a solid drive up and it's had very little reprieve within it. So there's got to be profit takings within there somewhere. Okay. Now take it down to 15 minute for a fast trade. And what I could see is you can see that stretching right out. So it's pushed. You had a power shift here, which equaled the top of that. So that kind of caught my attention. But all that was doing was telling me that there was exhaustion in the market. Okay, that's all that tells me. There's exhaustion. If there's exhaustion, there's some form of reversal coming. Now, it can be shallow, which it will be on a day like today, but it'll be enough to get in and get out. So that was the clue. That was the clue. But it was also on the opposite side of the Bollinger Band. Now, at the time, we were looking at around this area here. And I'm keeping very close eye on this. And then when it came onto this candle here, you can see that's flattening. But I don't pay a great deal of attention to the Bollinger here. It's just an eye shot of what may be going on. Take it back to the hourly. And if we come back to where that was, you'll see that that is stretching either way. This is where I pay my attention. So I knew it would just come in and then shoot straight back because there was no real collapse. Okay. So that was some of the thought process of what was going on. Okay. So if I take the Bollinger away, because we don't need that now, because we knew it was on the outside, we could see this is pushing down. Now this is where it gets interesting because this RSI on a lower time frame shows short-term volatility. In other words, direction coming down. We could also see, if I take this down at 5 minutes, it broke the level on this candle here, 9:20, just there. All right. So that captured my interest. That's what I was looking at, right? Okay, this has come down, it is probed, it's gone back up, and now it's coming back down, and we have a clear slant. Let me just draw that on. From there, down over, showing pressure this way. Now, if the pressure's that way, there's a short-term opportunity. All right. So then where are we at? Well, 15 minutes. See, substantial drive up. Okay, get your little fibby tool on. Just drop that on up to there. And then what you see is there's the 38 showing good opportunity for profit. The 50 is bang in the middle, but you've got this big barrier in its way. And if it's going to be short term, it seemed reasonable that that was the target. And because I'd already had a confirmation from the breach of this level, I just thought, well, why not? I can see the momentum. Just click the button, you know, drop it down onto a 5 minute, which is the screen that I watch up there, so I can see what's going on. And then there's the candle. That's kind of the boomtown candle, which is here. It crossed through the 50, showing the full push, and that was it. It was just a case of get in, get out, get paid, and it lasted, I think it was about 54 seconds I was in the trade when I looked at the replay. So that was it, guys. That was my trade. That was my thought process, and I just wanted to do it so that you had something for today, because obviously today is quite a bitty day for me. Happy days. So there you go. You can say bye-bye now. Bye, everybody.